can I tell a story real quick about one time? I don't know if you remember this story or not, but I took a demo that you and you brought Joe Rogan in one day.
Right.
Do you remember this?
Yes.
You brought him in, and that show was phenomenal. It was hilarious, and it was very male oriented. And I was like, this would sound great on KLSX, which was a sister station we had over there at CBS Radio 2. And I made this demo, and it was pristine, and I had a PowerPoint presentation that I was taking. I was like, Joey Diaz and Joe Rogan, these guys on the radio, this is going to be big. This is going to be, it's going to be, people are going to be into this. So I took it into the office of a man named Jack Silver, who's now at NBC Sports. He grabs my CD, throws it in the trash, and he goes, I need more talk radio listeners, not more talk radio talkers. And now you're here with your millions of listens, and Joe Rogan is on his podcast. I tell that story all the time because it's just, kind of indicative, of how timing, works out sometimes.
Get Jack Silver on the phone right now.
So I don't understand.
Yeah.
What did he say? I need what?
He goes, I need more talk radio listeners, not more talk radio talkers. And he threw the CD in the trash. And presumably didn't dig it out and listen to it later. But I was so proud of that demo, man, and I still to this day I think that was a great demo, and that was some of the best radio I ever heard was when you guys came in and just did your thing, and I sat back, and it was, I would listen to that. And I'm critical of radio. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts. I don't listen to a lot of radio, but I would listen to that. I would sit tight for that.
When I do his podcast, it's like a fucking event.
Yeah. I bet.
I've had my agent call me and say, they talked about you on the Rogan podcast in the company meeting this morning, like the numbers,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. First off, he knows how to press my buttons. He knows
Right.
by him doing little things, I'm going to get fucking agitated. And he knows me that well. I don't get agitated right away.
Yeah.
It's a slow simmer. And him and Red Band know how to push that slow simmer.
Yeah.
When they look at their phones or they have talks about phone networks and shit. That shit just drives me fucking insane. I've never hung out with guys that talk about phones or shoes or something.
Yeah, right.
I'll never forget, one time I made a mistake. I went against my whole philosophy of life, and I got in the car with Rogan and Red Band and drove to Irvine to do a weekend on Friday night in traffic. And they got into a conversation about cocaine, and I wanted to shoot them both. But they were both trying to tell me to stop snorting coke.
Yeah.
But they were both talking like they knew about drugs. Red Band was talking about how
Right.
he was a drug dealer in Columbus and creepy people coming to his door. Let me tell you something. If Red Band was ever a drug dealer in Columbus, I'd rob him. That's just me. I would have smacked him and robbed him and shit.